This
Canvas app.
conference will now be recorded.
Okay. Now one more thing comes in the mind, like in the back end, I will have SQL or something. In the front, in the for the coding, I will use Python, and for the front end, either I will use HTML or React JS for the presentation part. So there is a lot of coding. But in today's session, we are not going to write a single code, neither JavaScript, nothing. So let's start. So everyone must have received an email from Anshuman or from our team to create your account. So is everyone ready with their account? So you must receive a link where you can create a 30 days trial for the Power Apps to learn it. If you are whether you can go with this 30-day trials, and if you know someone who is a student, you can take their help to create 1 year account for free. So for the student version, they give you 1 year's free account. And if you are going with the professional one for 30 days, they will give you the trial account. So are you like how many of you have created that account? Can you please put in the chat? If you not created, please go and create so that you can follow with me. So before let's do it in other way instead of okay, no email. Okay, so Nakul has not received. So Anshuman, can you please put that link here in the chat so like people those who have not created account, they can create.
Yeah, sure. I'm just texting you in the text box right now.
Okay, okay.
Maybe they can follow that video and they can do that. So I'm just sharing you and texting you in the
Yeah,
text
at the
box.
moment it will not possible to follow video. Please put that link. It's a straightforward. You just open the link. It will ask for the sum of your details and just fill
Yeah,
it
better,
and it will activate your account. Yeah.
better I think we'll do right now is somebody hasn't created their account. Let's do here only because we want everybody to create a machine learning model before they leave their workshop. Yeah, Rahul?
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Okay. And I think I'll really encourage everybody to experience something. Unless, guys, you won't create, you won't really get an immersive experience, you will not get excited. So better you create it today. And we have really amazing expert with us who will help you. Okay.
So just click on that second link, the sign up Microsoft. So there is two link. One is for the video, other one is for that creating account. So just click on that second link and this interface, you can see my screen, right? So this interface will open where you have to give your email address, give them a little bit details, and then your account will open. Let me know once everyone has created their account. We'll give 5 minutes and then we'll start with our project building. So if you see here, it asks for enter your work or school email address. If you are having like your child or in your relative who's in school, you can use their email addresses so that you will get 1 year of account trial account. If you are using your corporate account, then it will give only for the 30 days. We will share one video with you where we have provided the step by step to record to create your account, so you can follow that. It's still in the chat. You can it's a YouTube video, so you can follow that video and create your account. Okay guys, so those who have created account, will start with them. Please go to your browser and open the link make.powerapp.com. And let me know, just drop in the chat bot yes you have logged in so that you can follow with me. Are you clicking on paid thing, like are you just click on the trial, not on the paid one. Yes, if you have the organization account, you can use it. So it's a trial account. You will not get any charge. Okay. So those who have created account, please log into make.powerapp.com. So anyone who have opened make.powerapp.com, please click yes or say yes in the chat. So Nitish, please select that Office 365 E3 trial for 1 month and use that one. The page it is asking for PAN. So I'm already having account, so I can't show you the live. But you can follow the video which is on the YouTube. So you can create and then practice. We'll share this meeting video of today's so that you can follow and do it later. Or in the backend, you can play that video on mobile and follow the steps to create the account. So those who have created account, please click on make.powerapp.com. Okay, so now I will explain you a little bit about this interface. So once you open make.powerapp.com, so interface like this, which you can see on your screen, will be available. So this is the home. So on the home, you can start from where you can start blank app, Dataverse, SharePoint, Excel, SQL. So I will explain this one by one. So this blank app, where we are going to create our Canvas app, where we'll show our front end, where we'll upload our uh, all the documents or our what we say our images, or let's say our OCR, like if I'm scanning a form or invoice. So we are going to capture. For that, we'll use this. We'll create an app from blank. Dataverse is something where we store data. It is on cloud. So we can store data on the Dataverse as well, or on the SharePoint, or in Excel, or in the SQL. In today's session, we are going to use SharePoint. You can, if you have SQL, you can connect with the SQL. If you want to connect with Excel, you can connect with the Excel as well. Now, if you land here, there is some learning material that Microsoft provides. So this you can explore later. So they will guide you to learn, help the topics. They will provide you the topics. Like if you are facing some or struggling with some topics, so you can join their community and then you can learn. So this page is all about learning. And now if I go to the apps, you can see all the apps that I have created. So this is my test account, which is my personal account. So whatever you're saying, this is all for the learning purpose. This is nothing on the production or anything. So this is all I have created for my learning. So in the apps, whatever apps you will build, you will find under the apps. If I will click on create, then I can create a new. That was available option on the home page as well. Also, you can create from here as well. So on the top, you have this new. So you can click on any of this canvas model driven or portal, and then you can start building. Today, we are going to work with the canvas. So we have another option for the import. So if you already have built something, you can import on your environment or on your account. So then there is data, like if you have anything inbuilt or you have stored anything, so that you can find under the data. There are the flows. Microsoft Power Automate for the automation, you will find there. Then we have the chatbot, AI builder, and the solutions. So solutions is like sandbox, where you have, like, let's say you are creating, there is one project and you are creating 5 power apps or 4 or 5 Power Automate to automate it. So all that you can store under the solution. So let's say there is a project named ABC. So you can create a solution with name ABC, and whatever the apps you are creating, you can store under the solutions. Now, since we are focused, today's session is focused mainly on AI building. So we are going to build one. So everyone who have on this screen, click on models. So it take little bit of time. So this, if you see here, it is saying you have 23 days and 99% capacity for your trial. So yeah, someone has turned on their mic, please turn it off. Reshma. Yeah, thank you, Reshma.
Yeah.
So now if you see this, like whenever you are opening Power App, you see this icon, a diamond icon. It means it is the premium. Now, what do you mean by premium capacity? So when you go for the work, when you are working with the Power App, we get E3 license, which is for free. Not free, but you have to pay some amount for that. Let's say 5,000 per year. But when you are using a premium connector, then you have to pay extra. Okay, so this is for that you can go with the you can just search for Power App or Microsoft Office 365 license part. So if you search for that, you will get the details. So we are not going to explain that today, but you can learn later. Okay, so wherever you will find this icon, it means it is the premium capacity. Okay, it needs some extra license. So we are working with the Office 365 license, enterprise 365 license. But if you go with the P1 P2 license, those are the premium license. Okay, now everyone, since we have trial account for 30 days, everything is for free. So you can, within this 30 days, you can create as many as projects for your learning. There will be no extra charge for that. And the good thing about the Microsoft, they don't ask you for the your account details while creating the trial account, so that you, after the 30 days you will get email that your account is closed, but they will not charge you anything. Okay, whereas in some other places when we go, they give us 30 days trial, but they ask for the credit card or any account details. So after 30 days they will start charging if you forget to turn off that payment option. Okay, now everyone landed on this page, say yes in the chat. Those who landed on this page say yes. Okay, Darshan is landed, Ravi is landed. Okay, now what we have to do, we like when we are saying machine learning, so first thing is to build your bot and then train your bot. Okay, you will give the training, and based on the training that you will provide, it will give you the output. Okay, so in this project that we are building today, we don't have to do anything. Only the one thing we have to do is to train our bot, what kind of input we will provide and what kind of output we will get. Okay, so you can see here I have created two model already. I will create new along with you all. So today we are going to build OCR, where we will scan invoice. Okay, and after the scanning of that invoice, we'll get the output. Okay, so now one thing is to take care while building AI builder or machine learning with this platform is you have to, while training the bot, at least you need 5 invoices of the same format. Okay, so if you, let's say your organization is using 3 formats, so you need three different invoice, 5 different invoices of that format. So if I am using one format, I need 5. If you are going to use 2 format, you need 10. 5 for each type. Clear? Okay, so just click on this build a model. Everyone click on this build model. So once you click on build model, let me minimize this part. Okay, so now once you click on build model, you will get this option: category classification, entity extraction, form processing, image classification, object detection, prediction. So someone in the beginning, they said what comes to your mind for the machine learning, they said prediction. So we have this many categories here which is available with us, and we can use anyone for our project. Okay, so today we are going to use on the form processing, because we are going to process invoice forms. So click on form processing and give it your name. So whatever name you want to give to your model, just give it a name. So I am going to say demo 2 because demo 1 is already with me, so I will say it as a demo 2. Okay, now once you put the name, it says 5 plus document with the same layout. what I said in the beginning, you need 5 invoices of the same format or same layout. Okay, so even if you see at the bottom on the left hand side here, we have the steps. Take teach the model about your documents. So for machine learning, we have to teach our model what will be the input and what are the our outputs. Clear? Now if I click on the next one, so it is saying step 2, documents, tag the documents and then train your model. So we are going to follow all these steps which are there, publish and use the AI model. So just give it name and then click on create. You can also see some examples here. So like if we're having invoices, so we'll map this bill to date, due date, invoice number, and so on. So this is just one example they have provided, while and we will follow all this all with doing our project. Okay, and they also provided some best practices. That what is the best practice in this? When you're training your bot, make sure you train all the layouts that you use, but make sure for each layout you should have at least 5 documents, and then click on create. If anyone left behind, just please let me know. Okay, now after created, once you have created everything, you will land to this page. Okay, you have given your AI a name, so that was demo 2 I have given. You can give your own. And after landing to this page, now we have to upload those documents. So if you can just quickly go and download documents from online. You can create any, you can download anything. So if I go to my system, I will have something. So I have my invoices ready, so I have built yesterday. So you can download it from Google as well. So if you see, I have this 5 invoices. So if you see the format of all 5 invoices, they are same. So I have this name XYZ Limited, then invoice number, some dummy data, Mr. ABC Limited, and addresses, and then salesperson name, PO number. So you can create take any format. So you can just download if you have any formats with you, and make sure you can just make a replica of that. If you don't have 5 format, just take one format and make replica of that. For the 5, make it as a 5 copies of that. If you have different, then that is okay. So if you see my this one, this has XYZ Electronics Limited. So now once you land here, click on add. So and then you have to create the fields first. So before because you can do either here or you can do it later as well, but the best practice, you know what you want to fetch. So if I go here, I want to fetch the organization name, which is XYZ Electronics Limited. I want to fetch the invoice number, which is here it is 5. I want to know the salesperson name, and I want to fetch all these details: quantity, description, unit price, and the total, and also the subtotal. Okay, so what I will do, I will back to my screen. I will click on next, and I will write as invoice number.
So
Okay,
Rahul, a quick
yeah,
Rahul, hi Rahul, this is Madan. So quick
yes,
check, how many of people are following you or creating at this moment?
yeah, please, those who are following, please say yes in the chat.
Just to a knob check, how many of you are following Rahul, or how many of you are not following at all? Can you let us know into the chat box how many of you are following Rahul? Because this is a scare skill set that we are demonstrating you. We just want to make sure that you guys are along with us. Can you let us know because of PAN details? Okay, what is the PAN detail? Successfully due to PAN. What is PAN? Is it PAN card? PAN card number. Okay. Okay, Nitish is finding. Okay. Can you let us know, are you following, you are not following? Okay, how many of you are getting at least confidence that now the Power Platform is not about the coding and technology, it's just about solving a business problem? Let me know yes or no. How many of you are getting a confidence now that Power Platform is not about coding or algorithm, but it's just about solving a business problem? Okay. Okay. I think Rahul seems to be, so many people are stuck either into sign-in process or due to PAN problem. So let's continue and you demonstrate to everybody and let the people go back and practice, and in case they have anything they can come back to you. Yeah.
Yes. So
Okay,
they like
great.
those who are facing problem with their account creation, they can follow our video. We have provided the link in the chat, so you can follow, and it will I think you have landed on some wrong place where it is asking for the PAN. It should not ask for the PAN details or any your account details, because Microsoft don't ask for any of those details. Okay, so just follow that video, and also we'll share this recording with you later, so that you can go through this video and then create or practice later as well. But
Okay,
those who have
Rahul, go ahead.
account with you, please follow. Okay, and if you're stuck at some place, and if I'm moving fast, just let us know in the chat that you're stuck at this step or that step. Okay. Okay, so someone wants a demo file. So let me share. I will share this with the Anshuman, and then he will share, or we can attach documents here in the chat, Madan, because I have not used this Go meeting. Anshuman, can you please answer this? Can I attach those documents here in the chat, or need to send
Just
over the
just
email?
just texted here on the chat box that document, that video.
Okay, not about the video. About this invoice, that sample invoice.
I don't have that invoice, but we'll share after this video. Like after this session, we'll share the recording and documents as well. I don't have that
Yeah,
document.
yeah. Just asking. Can I drop this in this chat? Is it possible
Can
in
you
Go
can you
meeting?
WhatsApp me? I don't have that document.
Okay, not an issue. So you can download any one document from the Google. So team, anyone wants to download, you can just go to your Google, just search for sample invoice.
Just WhatsApp me so that I'll try to share here in the chat box in case.
Yeah. So just I'm giving them information. So you can download. Let's say if you can, sorry, you can download this one. So just open it in your Google, okay, in your browser, and just download any
Maybe
one format.
sorry
Any
to
one
interrupt.
format.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe share that link, that document link. The
Yes.
people can
Yeah. So download any one of this document, okay, and store it in your desktop. Okay, now coming back. So as I said, you have to create your fields, what you want to extract data. Okay, so here we are extracting invoice number, whom we are sending this invoice, who is the salesperson, and then line item details. And at the end, we'll find the subtotal. Okay, so if I go back, so I have created this field invoice number. I will create another field, which is you can either make it as a single page table if you want to extract everything in one table, or you can create fields. So for this part, we'll create a table for this line items, quantity, description, unit price. But for the top one, we'll create the fields. So I have created one field, that is invoice number. I will create another field for the salesperson. Okay, I will just click on next and type it as a sales person, so that I can show who is the salesperson here. Okay, and one more field will be there, that is the subtotal. So if you see here, so please follow whatever invoice you have downloaded, follow with that what data you want to fetch from that invoice. I am going to fetch only 3-4 records or 3 4 fields. That's why I'm creating this 4 or 5. If you are going to fetch more data, then you have to create more fields. Okay, so I will create one more field as subtotal and click on done. And at the end we'll require one table. So I will just click on this, click on next, and in my table what the fields I have: quantity. So my first column will be quantity. Then I have description. Then we have unit price. What else we have? We have total. So I have created this table. Now my format is ready. Whatever the data I want to extract from my invoice is ready. So just say yes in the chat, those who have created their fields to fetch data from invoice. You can for this session you can create 2 3 fields and later you can practice. So those who have created this say yes. Table field column should be same as, it is not necessary as that. You can name it as you want, but if you name it same, that will be great. You can name it different way as well. It is not required that you name it in the same way, but it's the best practice is that you name it same so that it do not create a confusion while fetching the data. So those who have created the field say yes in the chat. Anyone who have created the field say yes in the chat. So it's 11:50. If I not get any response in 1 minute, then I will assume that everyone has created and then we'll move forward. Yeah, so yes, that's the correct question. Before moving or before, because when you train your system, you need fields to map your data. Now, if you train your system and it doesn't know what to map where, then how will your system extract the data? So it's practice that we are doing right now. We are creating fields to map our data that will fetch from the invoices. Okay, so now I'm assuming that everyone has created fields for their invoice that they are going to extract. Whatever data they are going to extract, they have created the fields. Okay, now we'll click on next. So now the next step is add collection of documents. I will again minimize this. So now for like at the beginning, I said you need at least 5 invoices of similar layout. Even if you have 1 or 2, that is okay. The only difference, if you have more than 5, uh, your accuracy increases. If you use 1, then accuracy will be around 25 to 30. But if you use 5 plus document, then your accuracy will reach around 90-95%. Okay, now we'll click on collection. So here is the first collection. So the number of layouts you have, that many collection you have to create. We are going to work with only one layout. So we are going to create one layout. So we will create one collection. So now we'll click on collection.
Hello,
My
Rahul.
internet. Yeah, sorry, I was facing some issue with my connectivity. So I'm back. I'm audible.
Yeah, audible now. I
Yep.
hope all are audible.
Yes. So just try again. So it was some issue with internet. So let's try to upload it again. So if everyone have reached to this stage, so 3, 4, all my files are uploaded. So I will click on close. Okay, so my collection is ready. If you have more formats, then you can create more collections. So we are going to work with only one collection. So click on next now. Now the time is where we are going to uh, train our bot or our model how to fetch data and what data needs to be fetched. Okay, so now here you will see the use of all the fields that we have created. So now once this so we have to train this for all the 5 documents. Okay, so okay, let me go one by one. So we'll go for the first one. So here now this is my invoice number is here. So I will select this one. So 2, now I need to map this field. So this information on each invoice where we have this on data on this field will be get mapped to invoice number. Okay, because I don't want that hashtag, that's why I selected only the number. Now next is salesperson. So I will select this name or data in this field as a salesperson. Okay, where is my subtotal? If I drag down at the bottom, here I am getting my subtotal. So I will just map it with the subtotal. Now there is table. So if I select this everything, so this will create my table now. I will map with the table one. So in my invoice, I have only one table. So it is getting mapped with the table one. Now once you map the table, just here on the top, click on advanced tagging mode and just turn it on. And after that, just move over your data. So if you once you select, your data will start populating here. So this one I have selected wrong. So let me select it back. Okay, so there is something went wrong. I will come back and I will remove the tagging because I have selected 2 fields at the same time. Here also the tagging is wrong. So just click on this 3 dot and remove tag. So again, I will tag this part. So this should go under the description. So I will select this and I will tag it back. So mobile cover is under the description. Then next is unit price and then total value. Again, here the mapping is wrong while dragging. So I will just click on this, remove the tag, again select and again select the value. Okay. So it will automatically move. It will go to the next line. I will select again 10. Then I will select charger, which is the next description, then unit price and value. So I have 2 rows here. So I have selected 2. Once you have done all the mapping, just click on done and then move to next document. Once you move, this will save all your mapping. Okay, if all the mapping is correct, then the your color will change like this. Okay, the same thing we have to do for the other invoices. So let's do it quickly. Please follow the same at your end. So this is invoice number again. This is salesperson name. And this one is subtotal. And now at the end, we'll map the table. It is not necessary that you mapping in this way only. You can map table first and later you can map other stuff. So it's up to you how you're doing the mapping. You'll select quantity, description. You can map the entire box. You can map price, total value. Again for the second row, keep doing that and just click on done. So once done, it will save automatically. If anyone facing any issue, just let me know in the chat. And this is invoice number, salesperson. This is subtotal and then our table. Just turn on advanced tagging mode again. So you have to do this for all your formats that you have uploaded. So this is one type mapping. Like during the training, if you even if you have 2 or 3 rows, but in the actual you have 5 rows, it will detect automatically. Don't worry about that. Here we are doing the only tagging for 3 or 4. This is the sample one which I have created. So there is one document where we have more than 2 rows. So all the taggings are not done here. So I will again click on this, select invoice number, select salesperson. So now you can follow and I will quickly make all the taggings for my documents. You can do for yours. So here if you see, here I have 3 rows. So the number of rows you have during the training of your module, you have to select all. But it is not necessary that you have trained for 3 rows or 4 rows. It will detect only those. It will detect all the rows that you have created. In your voice, it is there while after the production. So after the production, let's say you have a invoice that has 10 line items, so it will detect all. Yeah, even if you have 100 or 100 plus, that is also okay. So you have to train, like if you know your invoice that after the production will have 100, so at least train your bot with maximum of 10 rows while you are training it. Yeah, I will tell you how we get the accuracy level. So once you've done the training, I will show you on each, for each invoice, how it is showing the accuracy level. So like if we are getting accuracy, let's say 90, and you want all 100, then you can upload more documents or you train your bot. I will show you how to do that. What the accuracy rate for each. So just say yes, those who have created or reached till this step, those who have trained their bot. Say yes in the chat, those who have done or those who have completed till here. So it's going to be static, not dynamic. So it's going to be a dynamic. Static is not there. So because in power, like when you're saying machine learning or artificial intelligence, you have to train your bot. What we are doing here, we are training it. Okay, we are training it that invoice, I have this information at this places. It doesn't matter like after the production you have 20 or 100. The only thing matter here that you need of same format. Even if I have line item of 1,000 lines, that is okay. But I don't need to train it with those 1,000 lines. Even if I train it with 1 or 2 line items, even then it will fetch all those 50 records or those 1,000 records. It's static during the training, but it is dynamic once it is published. The only thing, the limitation I can say is that it needs to be only the same format. If the format is changed, then it will pick some of the data. So that I will show you. Once we'll publish this, then I will show you. Say yes, those who
So
have reached
this
till
is
here. Yeah,
Madan.
yeah,
Sorry,
Jimmy.
Rahul, I'm interrupting. So I think
Yeah.
people might be thinking here it's maybe the static. So guys, this is not static because Microsoft has invested a lot of money and time to build this platform and make it easy for the business, especially the people who are coming from non-coding background and especially the people who are operation to solve their problem by their own. Having said that, I mean the minimum number of invoices needs the five. So five number of invoices you train, and then you will start getting the accuracy of 60-70%, but the moment you will train to 20, 30, and 40, the accuracy level may go up to 95 to 100. So the beauty of this one, if you go and start writing the algorithm, classification, your CNN and CNN algorithms, it will be nightmare, and deployment may go 3 months to 6 months. But here, just within couple of hours, you can train and deploy. So it's not static, but it's all machine learning, the wonderful work done by the Power Platform. Rahul, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Madan. So there is another question. If the position of invoice number changes, will it still or recognize? So no. So that's why we are saying you have to train your bot with specific format, like whatever the format your organization is facing or your client is using. So you have to train your bot with that format. Okay, so
So
that your
Rahul,
bot
I'll take it up.
recognize it. Yeah. Yes.
Rahul, I'll take it up. So guys, look here. I mean, of course, you need to put your head down to learn something, but there is a concept called. Let me switch on my camera.
Yeah.
I'm more, camera lover person. So look, there is a concept called pre-trained model. So pre-trained model, what Microsoft or primarily when I work on Abby as well, what Microsoft and Abby has done, they have they have uploaded the pre-trained model. So already all the invoices had been trained for you. So even though the positioning changes, it comes here and there, but it should be by default and automatically should be able to identify the positioning even though you don't train. So pre-trained model is a ability where almost 60-70% of the training is already done by Microsoft. You don't have to even train. That is saving a lot of your time. Hope this makes sense to you. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Madan. So anyone who have reached till here, say yes in the chat so that we should know that you are following. If no, then say no, that we have not reached here or we are not following. So those who have not created account, they are exceptional, but those who have created account, please say yes or no. Or should I assume that everyone reached till here? Okay, so no one is responding. So now the next step will be, once we have done all the mapping, we have trained our system. Now the actual training that system will do. So we have done this manual training. Now the system will train our bot. So I will just click on this train. So this is automatic process. So this will, whatever mapping we have done, now this will apply to our AI, that this mapping has been done, and after the publishing you have to fetch data in so and so manner. Okay, so here we have to work till tagging documents. After that it's all automatic. Okay, so those who are still working, please finish, because this is going to few minutes to train. Okay, so my model is ready. If I click on go to model, okay, so this demo 2 is ready now. So now if I click on demo 2, oh, still it is in the training mode, it's not completed yet. So this take some time, 10-15 minutes, sometime it take only 1 to 2 minutes. So till that I will, still it is getting trained, I will show you the another one. So there's demo 1. So I will show you those those who are asking question on accuracy. So I will show you that accuracy here. So now if I go here, I'll just click on close, and there is a quick test option. Now if I click on upload, Now if I click this sample one document, okay, now if I move over this, so see the confidence score. So for my invoice, the confidence score is 99. For my company name, confidence score is 99. For salesperson, it is 99. For table, it do not show that data confidence because it's a collection. So for the collection, it will not show you. But if you go inside the collection, then it will show you. Even it is not showing there. So for collection, it do not show. But for the other details, which is the single line of text, it will show you the confidence score, which is the accuracy or how confident it is while fetching the data. So we have trained 5, but we have trained in such manner that accuracy is 99 because all are in the same format. If I use different format, then my confidence score will be less. Okay, so make sure that when you are training, you create a different collections and then train your bot. Okay, so you can check the accuracy here. So this confidence score is nothing but your accuracy. So now if I again go to and check for the other one, let's just select the sample 5 and click on open. And if I go here, so here also confidence score is 99, which means I have trained in such manner that it will detect the data if the invoice is in this format. So this one is trained. So our demo 2 is also trained. So now we'll publish this. And once it is published, then we can use it in our projects. So I will click on publish.
By the time Rahul, you are publishing, can you please do a quick nurture check how many of the people are getting a confidence of that machine learning is now, of course, it's about mathematics and algorithm still, but the people who are coming from non-coding background, for them, it's a kind of boon who can start their career. Can you please do a quick survey?
Yeah, guys. So those who are using it and they are confident now, they can build AI without writing code, say yes in the chat. So now imagine that if you are going to do this process in coding, let's say in Python or any coding language, how much time will it take, right? But here we have everything inbuilt here. We have to use as a developer, we have to use that services, and then we have to use like to create a projects. So I'm getting a lot of saying. Raj is saying yes. Sashi is saying yes. Thank you to answer the accuracy question. Can you please? Can you please show it in case of non-matching? Yeah, we'll show once we'll use this model, then we'll show what happens if it do not match. Okay. Nitish saying I want to ask after joining the job, suppose we get so any times come we have to do coding. No, here we don't like if you are using Power Platform, you don't have to do any coding. Coding here is not you have to go and write that lot of coding. Here there are inbuilt functions you have to use that. We'll show you how to create a front end for this. Now we have created our backend. We have sorry we have trained our bot. Now I want to utilize this bot in the actual environment, because when I'm going to give to my customer, I cannot go and say them, okay, log into this page and click on quick test, right? So I will show you how to create a front end. Yeah, but there will be no coding again. So the coding is not there. This is a function based coding, inbuilt function that you have to use. So it will be more on logics. So Aditya is saying yes. Nakul is saying yes. Yes, no coding looking. Ajar is saying yes. So like most of people saying yes, and there is one Ravi who's saying how to put a process. When I put 100 invoice, it creates a table of information as trained by bot. Process where I put 100 invoices and it creates a table of more information. Ravi, I didn't understand your question. Can you please elaborate a little bit? How good is different than UiPath and other
Yeah.
tools?
So the
Yep.
purpose of this overall exercise is that we train the bot and it
Mhm.
captures the information from the invoice and put it into a table.
Correct.
Now, instead of putting one invoice and then put it into a table, I'm saying I put all my 50 invoices in all these five different format, and will
Mhm.
it provide one integrated uh, table for all the data?
Yeah. So what will happen here, like we have created one collection. In your case, you have to create, let's say you have 50 invoices. So you created, because those are of different. I assume that 50 has 10 different formats. So you have to create different collections, and each collection will have table 1, table 2. Okay, so you have to train in that manner. And how to store data in the backend, that will show. So here we are doing the training and we have provided the table. You can create more tables. It is not necessary that you save everything in one table. Let's say you have invoice which has multiple tables in it, so you can create more tables. It is not limited just with one. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So now I assume everyone has reached here, so I will show you now how to use this model on the front end. Okay, so let's go and just create one app. So just I will click on create, and this is the blank app. I will pick a blank canvas app. Just click on create, give it name. So I will give it as a name, demo 2 invoice processing, and click on create. Okay. So now this is your front end. So here we'll build a front end and we'll the share the link of this to the customer, so that customer can upload their invoices here, and it will reflect their data, and then they can either send it for the approval to their manager or their team member, or whatever process they want to do later, they can do it. Okay, so now I want to use my uh, bot that I have created recently. So here if you see, there is a AI builder. Okay, so you landed to the canvas app, then click on AI builder. So here we have this form processor. So now if I click on this, so this is again premium component. Just I will click on got it. So whenever you are using premium, it just give you one warning that this is premium. So careful while you are using, because if you are on E3 license, it will automatically switch to P2 license, because you are using premium connector. It will start charging you some money. So it's better to buy a P2 license. Else, if you are using it E3, then you have to pay extra. Now, once I added this form processor, I have my two bots that I have trained, demo 1 and demo 2. So in today's session, we have created demo 2. So I'll just click on demo 2. So it created the connection. Now, if I go here, click on analyze, and I select the sample 3 and click on open. Okay, so it has captured that invoice number is 5, sales person, here it's some data is coming, then the table. Now I want to show this data to my user, because this is not user readable. Okay, so we'll show this data in our gallery. Okay, so I will quickly go to gallery and just add one gallery here. Okay, now in this gallery we have some dummy data, and I need to connect with the data source. Okay, so for creating a data source, what I will do, I will go here and go to on change property. So here we have to write a little bit of functions, but not exact code. Okay, so here I will just say collect. I will create one collection, clear collect. Now my form processor, this is the form processor, the form processor 1 dot, what I need here, table. So I will type tables dot, Which table? Table 1 that we have created. So I have created one collection, so there is some value I have missed. So just type dot. Let's say I want to fetch the description, or instead of description, just table 1. So for this collection, I need to give name to my collection that I have not provided. That's why I'm getting error. So I'm just saying my collection, my call, and then this is my collection will be created. So whenever I will upload a new document, it will update my collection. Okay, so this is my collection now. If I go here and click on my collection, so now it is currently, it will not show any data. Now if I preview this and click here and click on this icon, and let's say I select sample 3, it will take few seconds to load, and then it will show our data on the right hand side under the gallery. Okay, so here we have the description of mobile cover and our unit was 100. Now let's say I want to show this data in a different manner. I don't want this image. Okay, so I remove that image. There are few dummy codes that I will quickly delete. Okay, and here I will add few few text inputs. So let's say I add text input here. So this is little bigger. I just copy and paste it 4 times. I'm going a little bit fast because we are running out of time. So I will delete this icon here. So now whatever you are seeing is just data presentation. We have trained our bot and now we are going to present our data. So here this is coming as text input instead of our need quantity. So I will type this item dot quantity. I want to show the quantity here as it was on our invoice. Now instead of this, I will show this item dot now description. Here is the description. Then we will have quantity. Quantity we already shown. So we'll show unit price. And then we'll show this item dot total. So now here we have the total. So whatever it was in the invoice, that data we are able to show here. Now if I want to save this data to my SharePoint or to the SQL, we can do that as well. If I want to send this for the approval, we can do that as well. So that part comes later. So till here, this was the very basic machine learning part. You can utilize this wherever you want. So now if I go here and select any other format, let's say I select invoice for, so this data will change now. So it will show only 2 records. Now if I change the invoice format, let's say here the format is different, I select something different. So here we have only 2 records. So the number of records 11, if you say you have trained only 3, but if you have data that has more than 3, let's say you have data of 1000 lines, that will show here, and there will be a small scroll bar that you can scroll and view the data. So now if I click here, let's just select something different. We have trained on this format, but I'm going to select some other format. So if I go to my downloads, let me see if I have something. So this invoice I have, or let's say sample invoice, this one, and click on open. So if you see here, it captured only one data here, which is showing 98%, but other records are not captured because this format is different. In this format, our data is 0. There is no records. That's why that gallery is not popped up. So this is like if you train for some other format and you upload some other format, the result will be not shown. But if you have of the same, like whatever you have give the training, if I train my bot with this format as well along with what format I have provided, then for sure 100% it will pick the data. Okay, now what we have to do, let's say if I have captured my records and I want to save this to database. Let's say you want to save this to SQL, let's say you want to save this to Excel or whatever, wherever you want to save this data. You have to click on this icon, then click on add. So let's say if I type SQL, so it will show the option of the SQL. Okay, so you will click on SQL, you will provide your all the credentials and everything, and once you provide that, you can submit your data to that SQL. Okay, just only thing, make sure that you have created table in your SQL, you have table and you map the data accordingly. Okay, so that's all from my end. We have reached to the end, and now this is the very simple one we have created. We'll show you the actual project that we have done, and we'll show you the video. So this is the invoice processing we have done. Apart from that, we build a lot of things. We have object detection with us. We have chatbot. We have built chatbot, object detection, invoice processing, object detection, and lot of things. We have